if you're adopting a new puppy, there are 6 types of toys that can help your puppy thrive as they are growing. Now, I'm going to be talking about specific ones, which I will link down below, but anything in this type of toy will help your pup. So you can do your own research, you can go to stores, or you can grab the ones that I recommend. Anything within the realm of this type of toy will help you to succeed. The first of which is a chew toy. You want your new puppy to have a chew toy. You are going to be working on making sure they're not biting you, not biting the furniture, not biting things that they shouldn't be. So a chew toy is incredibly important, and it also helps with teething. So your puppy, when you first get your puppy, if you adopt them right when they're allowed to leave their mom and to be adopted, they're not going to be in that teething stage. That is going to take a little bit of time. A couple months in, you are going to start to see them teething, and you're going to go through a period of time where they need to be chewing on something to get those new teeth through their gums. So you have to have a variety of chew toys. I'm going to link some of my favorites down below. One of my absolute favorites is actually option number 2, a nubby. I do recommend everybody has a nubby. Now, while I said that this is mostly theme-based, this is a brand-specific one that I find really, really helpful for puppies. So nubby has different facets on it. They have different types of these, but it's really good for chewing, and it helps their teeth. It helps their breath. It is going to be something that is really good for your puppy for a long period of time. It took an extremely long, like many months in for my dogs to do any damage to this, and my puppies grew very quickly and they like to damage toys. So my nubby was my first purchase for my puppies. When I realized I was adopting a puppy, I went to the store. That was the first toy that I purchased for them. So I love nubbies. Cannot say enough good things. It is a type of chew toy that I highly recommend that you have chew toys, and then you also have nubbies. Nubbies are really good, especially for those teething babies. We also have videos on how to manage your teething puppy. So there are other types of chew toys. There are other things that you can be doing to help soothe those gums while they are teething. So make sure you watch those videos as well. Now, the next one is going to be a tag soccer ball. And those things are amazing. I love a good tag ball because most dogs are going to like to chew on things. Most dogs are going to like tags, to chew on tags off of blankets, off of toys, off of whatever they can get their little teeth onto. And the soccer ball is nice because it's big and it's made out of soccer ball material, meaning your dog is going to be very unlikely to do serious damage to this soccer ball. It's hard for them to puncture it. And so the soccer ball will roll around. It's got a whole bunch of tags on it. It allows you to grip onto it and them to grip on it, so it's a good tug toy too. And that is going to keep them busy for a pretty long period of time because there's lots of things for them to chew on, drag it around by. They can even roll around with it. Those soccer balls are incredibly helpful for puppies. Now, of course, get the smaller size for your puppy and grow as they grow. I would not get a great big giant one for a little puppy, but my dogs have graduated from the smaller ones to the bigger ones as they grew, and they're obsessed with those toys. I have many of them in my house, so I definitely recommend it. We actually have videos on the soccer ball, so there's some tips and tricks to using the soccer ball. If that's something you're going to jump into, watch that video because I break down how to make it the most effective for you and save you some time and stress getting it set up. Now, you also want to lean into something that's going to allow you to kind of throw a toy. So things that are able to be thrown or shot at a distance. And this is really going to help with a lot of different commands as you're teaching your dog as well. They're going to be able to chase things and retrieve things and bring them back to you. You're going to be able to get them tired. You're going to have them running around a lot. So that's going to be incredibly helpful for you to be able to throw something or to fling something. And one of my favorites is actually a brand new toy that I just discovered for my puppies who are still under a year. So still technical puppies, but not when they were babies. And I wish that I had it. I have a slingshot duck that allows you to put your finger under its beak and then pull it back. It's got a bungee neck and you can shoot it across the yard or up in the air and down. And this is such a fun toy for them to go chase around without wearing you out as well. So it's really, really helpful for you to have something that you can kind of fling. I like the idea of having it more of a plushy toy so that it's soft and gentle for them to carry. And we know with things like balls, it can be hard, especially for the little babies, to pick up the balls and carry them around. You can and should have some small tennis balls for your pups, but you have to be very mindful of that and mindful that they don't choke. So even as you're playing with your dogs, we're not just leaving tennis balls around or rubber balls or whatever, because that can, especially if they're playing really rough with it, that can get stuck in the back of the throat and that can be a problem. So we're being very careful with that and mindful of that. So I kind of like the bigger plushy toys that they can carry without it, being too in the way. Now, if you've got a teeny tiny dog, the duck might not work for you. You might need something smaller, but you have options with this. So if you've got a puppy who's a little bit bigger or a puppy who's a little bit older, that duck is elite. You also want something that is a crinkle toy. Crinkle toys are incredibly good for your dogs that will drive you a little crazy in your house, but I prefer the crinkling over the squeaking. So crinkle toys are going to be really helpful. I especially like the ones that are like animal shaped and flat because they just have the plastic inside. They don't have stuffing. So my dogs, I've mentioned this, my dogs like to kind of tear up the stuffy toys, and they'll take the stuffing out of it and they'll try to eat it. So we have to be really careful with that. I like the flat ones that don't have the stuffing because they can play with it. If they put holes in it, it's not a huge deal, and it crinkles. Anything that crinkles is going to be good for you. Now, another pro tip here is water bottles crinkle. So if you are drinking a water bottle when you're done, as long as it's soft plastic, you can take that and put it inside a sock. You can put it inside a couple layers of socks, and they'll be able to crunch and crinkle it without getting hurt on anything. My dogs always like to kind of peel the socks back and then play with the water bottle itself. So once they get down to the water bottle level, do not let them eat the cap. Don't let them eat the ring around the cap. And if they start chewing apart the plastic, take the water bottle away. But as long as it's intact, you can keep putting it in different socks. If they chew holes through it, cool. Just old socks that you don't have or you don't have a match to, you don't need those anymore, just put them in. Use crinkle toys, whether it's those soft fabric ones or like a water bottle toy. And there are even toys that are like shells of animals that you can put the water bottles in, and that will allow you to have that crinkly toy. But the crunchy crinkliness of it is something that I have never seen a puppy not absolutely love. Crinkle toys are it. Now, the last one that I want you to make sure you have for your puppy is some sort of plushie toy. This is a fully plushy toy that they can cuddle with. You will have to watch the stuffing if they're one of those puppies that likes to dig at things and tear them apart. My dogs are definitely those dogs, but they love a good plushy toy. Especially my Gemma just adores plushy toys. She's so cute. She's 11 months old now, and she falls asleep with her plushy toys. They don't last very long with her, but she'll chew on them and then she'll fall asleep with it in her mouth. So her mouth will be around the toy and she'll just fall asleep. And she'll stay there for a little while and then wake up and realize she's supposed to be playing. She'll shake it violently, play with it for a few seconds, and they fall back asleep on it. My girls just love to cuddle with their plushie toys. And like I said, I have to watch them. I give it to them on the downtime because they will chew it to pieces. I never let them have those unsupervised. But they love plushy toys. Little dogs love to cuddle with plushy things. So anything that's soft and fuzzy and plushy that you can give them is going to work to their benefit. I have lots of different ones that I've given my dogs over the years. So you can go through and you can kind of see what is going to work for you in the puppy toys. Sometimes you might want to give them like a little kid toy. Again, you're going to watch all of those things because you don't want them swallowing anything from the inside of those toys. But that gives them a sense of comfort. It gives them something to cuddle with. Sometimes they lay on it. Sometimes they just snuggle up to it. But it's usually a fun toy for puppies, at least to a certain point. When they get too old and they just destroy things, then maybe you want to rethink that one. But when you're first bringing your pup home, I definitely recommend having some plushy toys for them to play with. So this gives them a wide variety of toys, from crinkle toys to things that are going to help with their teething, to things that are going to keep them from destroying your house, all the way to things that are going to help with their education and what they're learning and their recall and their retrieving and all of those things. There's tons and tons of toys that you can get for your puppies, but those are the 6 types I recommend everybody has for their puppies. When you bring your puppy into the house, from the very moment you're bringing them in, have this set of toys. These are 6 different toys. If nothing else, get these 6 different toys so that you have the ability to train with them, to do different tasks with them, to wear them out with this one. And if you have a hyperactive puppy, I actually have a bonus for you. I have a video on what is called a flirt pole or a teaser pole, and this is going to allow you to drag toys around on the ground for them to chase, or in circles in the air for them to chase, up and down, teaching them how to jump. It is an incredible tool that is so helpful for my Lucy. Lucy has the most energy I've ever seen of any dog. Of all of my dogs that I've had in the past combined, this girl has the energy, and her flirt pole is amazing. So I'll drop a video for that down below. It's not something you need the day you bring your puppy into the house, but it is something I recommend you look into getting for once they get just a little bit older and they've got the energy, and you need to get that energy out without tiring yourself out. So check those out. I will drop my recommendations down below and follow along for upcoming videos helping you navigate the world of dog parenthood. If there's a product you want me to try, go ahead and let me know. I will give you reviews to let you know if it's going to be a good fit for you or not. And if you have questions on raising your puppies, now is the time to drop those. I will happily send you 2 videos we've already done or create new videos to make sure we're getting those answered and bring on experts if I don't have the answers for you. So we'll see you in the upcoming videos as we help you to continue to navigate the world of being a dog parent.